Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of The Cali Effect. I apologize for not uploading any regular scheduled videos, but if you guys haven't caught on, it has been Worlds Week, where I do nothing but post videos on Worlds, and I guess it's been working quite effectively because it's been getting quadruple the amount of views that I normally get. So let's get down to business. One interesting thing that I wanted to put around was the ban list. Now, this is obviously not 100% confirmed. I didn't even run this through to find out if it was Photoshop or rendered or anything. I just like the idea of this list. Why? Because the other list was complete trash. Banning the baby suit in Judgment Day and all that other stuff, it just seemed like a list for people to make money while bringing Trishula so high in price at $30, and then at the same time making Rooster so cheap in price, especially after its release. Now, for people that obviously can't read Japanese, such as myself, I'm going to be going through this list. Forbidden is Monster Reborn. Only card hit that's forbidden. I really don't see a reason why to hit Monster Reborn, but then again, at the same token, I don't see why not hit Monster Reborn. It's kind of, it goes both ways. Now we're going to go to Limited. Spellbook of Judgment, obvious. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, that's a pretty hard hit. Spellbook of Secrets, now that just basically killed spellbooks. Not prophecy, it killed spellbooks. That's another reason why I'm not like, okay, this list isn't really too true, because it just gave spellbooks the D, like, out of control. But it could happen, seeing that all of them are pseudo Stratoses. So I mean, I really don't see it from not happening, but spellbooks would need a lot more support, or maybe they'll have to just go back to being spellcasters and doing whatever. Super Rejuvenation is limited. Spellbook of Magician of Faith, Magician of Faith is at 1, coming off the ban list. Now, it kind of makes sense now that you get a Magician of Faith and you ban Monster Reborn, and you limit the Spellbook Judgment and Spellbook of Secrets. Magician of Faith actually seems plausible on this list because you're getting rid of all of the heavy spell cards. Heavy Storm and Dark Hole aren't as detrimental to the game as they used to be. So banning the only card that's detrimental to the game actually seems like, reasonable right there. Evil Swarm Ophion and Big Eye are both limited to 1. Now, I wasn't really seeing the Evil Swarm Ophion hit, but with Konami bringing Synchros back, it's starting to make sense. That would make sense. You want to hit the cards that are going to hinder your Synchros, and Ophion basically gives Synchros the deck. Now we're going to go to semi-limited. Blaster Dragon, Ruler of Infernos, Tempest Dragon, Ruler of Storms, Tidal Dragon, Ruler of Waterfalls, Rodok Dragon, Ruler of Boulders. Now this will essentially hurt dragons pretty hard, with Elemental Dragons themselves being semi-limited and the Super Rejuve being limited. This definitely tones down the deck, if not kills it, pretty good. It also forces Elemental Dragons to think before they overextend. They don't have the luxury of going Draco Sack Light and Darkness after a Super Rejuve and +4 like I've done so many times to other players. I think that this is actually a hit that Konami would be leaning towards. I think this is a better hit because, as opposed to destroying the Elemental Dragon deck and then releasing the 10s right after, this would actually still promote the Elemental Dragon deck or the Elemental Dragons on their own with the babies and still allow Konami to make money. Now to 2 is Gladiator Beast Bastari, which is kind of odd because I don't think Gladiator Beast should have Bastari to 2. And I love Gladiator Beast, but it's just odd. I wouldn't put it to 2 because the only thing it really does is promote Geyserist plays. And nobody likes Gladiator Geyserist deck. Fire Formation Tinky, Atlantean Dragoons, and Lone Fire Blossom. Now, Tinky to 2 does not hurt Fire Fist at all. I'm going to put that out right now. That does not hurt me at all. I'd rather have Tinky to 2 than Rooster to 1. Why? Because I love Rooster and it just came out. It's a secret rare. If this was any other time and you said Rooster to 1, I probably would love that list. But now since it's a secret rare and I spent so much money and time trying to get them, I'd rather have the Tinky to 2. And it only makes sense because Konami's trying to make more money off of this Judgment of Light. The money card is Rooster, so why would you hit the money card weeks after its release? Atlantean Dragoons to 2 doesn't hurt Mermails much at all. Really, it doesn't. The only Sea Serpents that you add are Diva and Megalo, and there's a couple others like Marksman and Infantry, but the two really doesn't seem too bad. Lone Fire Blossoms to 2 obviously gives plants that kick that they need. Maybe bring them back. Maybe Konami is trying to bring back plants, especially with that Princess card that they came out with. Maybe they're trying to give plants a push. Now, no longer on the list is what also makes me happy. Advanced Ritual Art to 3. Suskiomi to 3, like it should have been to 1. Emergency Call to 3. Earth to 3. Reasoning to 3. Now, there's a couple of complaints I have. The Advanced Ritual Art to 3, I probably have to see, because Demise OTK seems extremely viable right now. It seems, I don't know. I'm going off of what's back then and what happened back in that format when Advanced Ritual Art was at 3 and the deck was just dominating. Tsukiyomi to 3, like I said again, it shouldn't have been at 2, it shouldn't have been at 1, it shouldn't have been banned for this long. It should have been at 3 immediately. Emergency Call to 3 is going to give those elemental heroes the push that they need. Agent Mystery of Earth to 3. I've been ranting about this for so long. I know you guys seen the other video, and of course it should be at 3. Agents don't do anything. And Reasoning to 3 is another card that I'm just a little iffy about, because Reasoning is Reasoning. Now, the only thing that'll make my day if they hit Infernities in some way, shape, or form. That's just me talking, because during Worlds, I played a couple of Infernity matchups. I played Christopher Matisk's Infernity matchup. I'm sorry, it sounds weird when I say it like that. And he goes bananas if you don't stop him soon. It's either I OTK him, and if I OTK him on the first 2 turns, he OTKs me. So seeing them on the list would definitely help me. It'll make me happy, but probably not. But anyways, thank you guys for watching The Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.